They came in March the 19th, I never forget that day,
Yes.
in
This is
1944.
Yes.
It was a Sunday morning, and suddenly we hear this drum, 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 as they marching, the soldiers. They came into Hungary and took it over. And from then on, they were doing exactly the same what they did in Germany. First, they put the Jews in the ghetto. In the ghetto, we mean locked in. We had to start wearing the yellow star, but I had a black stripe, which meant I could go to work, which I did. I was doing soldiers' shirts in a little factory.
Did you know where they were taking you?
No, nothing at all. They said they're going to take us to help the war effort. But at the meantime, we took us to Ravensbrück, which was a camp where they had the gas chamber. And when we've been staying there for a couple of days, we had to go there and stand outside at the gas chamber, and we could smell the flesh burning.
What were the conditions like there?
It was 3 bunkers, one on top of the other.
Yes.
In every bunker, it was 3 people. I was with my 2 cousins. But the lice was eating us alive. You see, they took us all our clothes, what we carried, for the war effort, And then they gave us clothes from people who passed away already. And it was full of lice. We scratched and scratched. I never forget that feeling, the scratching all the time. So we went from one fire into another. Because communism, I don't have to tell you what it is. And I met my husband when I was already living in Hungary, with my mother and my brother.
Were they the only surviving members of your family?
My father never came back. He died in Oranienburg, also in Germany. We couldn't find anything when and how. We tried through the Red Cross,
Yes.
because, you know, that had the contact. Couldn't find anything where and how. And met my husband through another friend. But they hadn't been in the camp. They were hiding in the ghetto. And I went to there because I was ironing and my iron broke down.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, I'm going to my friend and they will fix it. We lived in the same street, a couple of houses between us. And my future husband was there. And he also just came back from the camp because he was in Russia for 4 years. And the man who was in charge, they called it in Hungarian the kukorékoló század, which means like the cockerel.
Yes. That crows.
Yes.
Yes.
They sent him up on the tree, and they had to do like the cockerel does until they dropped off the tree frozen.
So they froze to death and fell off the trees.
Absolutely. Only 5 people came back from that 240.
And he was one of those 5.
He was one of them. And the man who did this was hanged afterwards. But he didn't bring back all the others. You know, who never been there could not even, their wildest imagination, think what we've been through You cannot imagine, because animals don't do it to each other, what they did to us.
Do you feel any bitterness, any hatred towards the people who did it to you?
They ask me that, you know, I'm very friendly with the German ambassador,
Yes.
and obviously he's German. But he was the third generation. Whatever happened had nothing to do with him. I can't hate somebody who's innocent. I can't hate anybody. I can't live in hatred. That was in the past. You can't bring it back, but you can't hate people who are second and third generation. I love people, and that's what I am doing now. That's why I am doing it.
Ronica, there are still many places in the world where discrimination and hatred still reign supreme.
They're still killing each other. For what? For power. What is power? You can't take it with you. You leave everything behind.
Yes.
They work, they all want to get rich. It's no money on the other side. Nobody came back to tell. Look what they did to the Rwandans.
Yes.
In such a short of time.
3 months.
And you know, they are still not buried. The heads are still sorted out in shelves.
Yes.
It's tragic. And one bad person to another.
702. For the curious.